Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Start menu in Windows 10. I've taken a screenshot of what my Start menu looked like originally when I first got my tablet. To get into your Start menu, we're going to go over and click on the Windows icon in the bottom left. Remember, this used to just switch us back and forth between the desktop and the Start menu. Now when we click on this icon, you'll see over in this area, we'll be able to view all the apps on the computer, which is a lot different than we were able to do in 8.1. I'm glad that Windows brought this back in. Over on this side is our Start menu, and we can customize this to look any way we want. You'll notice that this is now a little bit different than it first came. So I'm going to expand this over a little bit so that we can see how you can move things around. So I just sort of went over and dragged it over. You'll notice that I've created a group over here, and it has all my Office apps as well as the snippet tool, which I use quite often. And then over here, there's a group called Life at a Glance, and it has some of the icons that were originally there. Whether I leave them there or not, I'll decide as I go through. If they are useful to me, obviously I'll keep them, and if they're not, I'll get rid of them. So let's take a look at how you can get rid of icons or tiles in the Start menu. I can go to any one of the tiles and I can right click on it, and I can select Unpin from Start. I have a few other options here, and we'll take a look at those in a second. But when I click Unpin from Start, the tile is removed. It's not removed from my list of apps. If I scroll down here to the C's, you'll see that the calculator app is still here. Originally, I actually had my calendar app here, and I'm going to put that back in. And the way I do that is I go over to my All Apps section, I right click, and I select Pin to Start. Now, when this tile appears in the Start menu, it goes into its own new group, and it doesn't go over where I wanted it. So I can simply just click and hold down. So this is a left click and hold, and I can drag it over, and I can drop it right where I want to. Now remember, there was a few other options in here. I'm going to right click on this and you'll see some of them. One of them is resize. There's 4 different choices for the tile size. Make them small, which is what I have over here for my Office apps. The medium is what it is right now. You can have wide, which is the same as my weather app down here. Or you can have large. So I'm going to go ahead and click on large and see what happens. And you can see the size of the calendar is quite large now. I'm going to change that back to medium. And it looks like everything's all jumbled up. I'm just going to click and hold and drag this back down here. And I'm going to rename this. And for now, I'm just going to call it My Apps. Let's create a new group down here, and it's going to be for the utility apps that I use quite often. And one of them is the calculator. Remember, I removed it over here, but now I'm going to bring it back. So I just right click, Pin to Start. Another one that I'm going to use quite often is going to be my camera app. So I'm going to scroll down here until I see the camera app. I'm going to right click on that and pin that one to start. And I'm going to resize this so that it's small. I just want to save space here. For my tablet, I generally use it with a keyboard and my trackpad or a mouse, and I use it in tablet mode. If I was going to be using my tablet mainly in touch mode, I might want to resize these tiles so that they're a little bit larger and easier to select. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit more, and I'm going to customize this. One thing I'm going to do before I finish up this video is I'm going to rename this group. So I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to click where it says name group, and I'm going to type in utilities, and I'm all set and ready to go. All right, I hope this has helped you out a little bit. Go ahead and play around with those tiles, get your Start menu looking the way you want, and if you have any questions, just get hold of me. That's what I'm here for. Thanks a lot. Bye.